Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing about the one topic basically that the World Bank basically person is basically telling that basically which are of the all this which was that energy basically which actually due to that which that basically energy the blood bank blood group basically groups doctors basically remove that person's energy from each and every blood group's body. So here basically in this basically we have discussed a few we were discussing one matrix basically that is basically one matrix was of rich person, then the another matrix was of HIV AIDS person, then the another matrix was of digital world basically, then basically the body parts and the city creation. And now this basically the thing basically just now basically I'm going to discuss that is basically the power of the Bollywood and the sports group. The power of the Bollywood and the sports group. He told that basically what actually the first of all he told that what actually the power is. This was the power. Then he told that basically what actually really the power is. He told that basically power means basically you can say for example one Bollywood person told that basically this person is not supposed to get job in the software industry. One Bollywood person told that. Then basically, literally, he tried lots of things. Basically, he literally basically asked each and every people, each and every friends. Basically, nobody literally helped him. Then basically, he thought that this is the Bollywood power because he went basically to Mumbai many times. And Bollywood means basically it's connected with each and every cities. Bollywood are connected with each and every cities. Then basically they would then basically one of the Bollywood writer told that basically this is Bollywood power. Then one basically another person basically told that what actually the sports power is. Sports power means basically if you want to do any famous to any people basically any person basically see that basically that person is responsible for India is not able to win the match. India is basically not able to win the match. That person is basically responsible. Some group basically told that basically. Then literally basically that person basically the public basically killed that person basically. That was actually rumor, but literally that killed basically. So this was sports basically. So in sports basically the people literally kills the people basically, and that basically the advertising is done by the Bollywood basically. This is negative part, and literally the opposite is the positive part. And mostly basically negative parts basically only people remembers. And for example, one person visited Mumbai 10 times. Then also basically he not got the job basically. And he told that basically there's one of the basically Bollywood person only told that basically he was very old person. He told that he basically told it that basically Sunil basically this is the Bollywood power. Then he told that this is Bollywood power. Yeah, you basically will come for 10 times also. If Bollywood group basically had decided basically he is not supposed to get the job, that means he will never ever basically going to get the job because this is Bollywood power and they're basically uh, uh, control is basically in the company basically each and every software companies, each and every companies, each and every markets basically, each and every malls. If one person basically one Bollywood person has uploaded one video, you will get literally I am telling you more than 1 lakh subscriber and literally more than crore likes basically. But if one person basically for example I uploaded the video, not a single basically people will do the subscription. Why? Because the Bollywood blood is up to that level basically they have controlled the each and every people basically from the Bollywood blood, and that basically it's spread in the environment basically. For that basically Bollywood people says that we have created many cities also basically. Then he told that how what can you please explain in detail? Then he told that basically if you want the romantic environment basically, For example, one person told that basically Bollywood. He basically complained the Bollywood. That person basically is going. He basically is not romantic. That basically complaint one girl basically has done to one Bollywood person basically. Then he was a Bollywood person basically. He told that basically he basically done the complaint to for those person basically who was basically having the control of energies basically. This only basically normal people can't do. This basically normal people can't do. So he basically done this to one. Basically, they have one group basically of the Bollywood group basically. He told that basically this is the person, this is the Aadhaar card, and he literally show the Aadhaar code. See, basically this person basically is not having the romantic mood. So can you please do something basically so that he can have the romantic mood? Then literally basically they done some energy level interaction basically with that person, and then basically he was romantic basically. He literally was romantic with his wife basically. Then the wife basically, that girl basically told that Bollywood person basically, thank you very much basically. Then basically one person basically he was creating lots of basically problem basically, and lots of problem means he was very intelligent basically. He was very intelligent, and he was having good percentage also. Then one of the person basically he got lots of jealous basically. He basically got lots of jealous, so he basically has some control over the Bollywood basically. Then he told that basically यार ये मेरे से थोड़ा आगे निकल गया. That means he basically got more percentage, and like this basically he's having good lifestyle like this basically in the school basically. Then he told that basically, are you sure is this? So matlab, you want that person to be degrade? Then he told that basically, if you can do that here, basically that would basically it would be, because he's telling that basically I am this, I am that. Basically, I got this much percentage. Basically, literally he basically tells me that see your percentage and see my percentage. Literally, basically, he's telling like that. Then basically, okay, let me say, see this. This also basically the Bollywood told that basically let me we have with the basically this type of energy also basically. Then basically literally that person basically got degraded, and literally he failed in the school basically. Literally he basically was fail in the school. So Bollywood basically literally basically got failed that person. Yeah, literally that person basically got failed basically. Then the Bollywood basically person like this basically, the one of the person told that basically Bollywood. That person is going. He's very cool basically. He basically never gets angry, never gets this, never get that. So can you please do something basically? Then he told that basically yes basically. I will do something basically. Then he told that basically okay. Then he told that I have that kind. We basically Bollywood have that kind of energy also basically. We have that kind of energy also basically. Then they literally basically that person basically was angry basically. That person literally was angry basically. Then he told that basically if you want, that is basically temporary thing basically. If you want the permanent anger, if you want that person should be permanently angry, then do one thing: go to that particular restaurant, or basically go to that area basically and eat this all foods basically. Then in Mumbai basically, then basically told that basically Mumbai basically have Bollywood people basically have lots of address of this basically. So basically, literally that person basically daily he was getting angry basically. Then he told that basically that person basically never get romance basically. So literally basically he eated that food, and then basically the blood cells got generated. Literally basically he daily he was getting romance basically with his wife basically. Then basically he told that basically what is that basically? What was that basically? Then he told that basically we have many movies created. For example, Sholay movie is there. From Sholay movie, basically we generated many human souls basically. From that, basically we have generated few more energy, few little bit energy also in the foods part basically. In foods part. So basically that food basically is a Sholay energy, but hot energy. This basically Bollywood group basically 100% no, because that is going to affect the Bollywood the Sholay group only basically by default. Sholay groups only basically going to affect. Then he told then effect means basically literally their body will get damaged, their body parts will get damaged. That basically will happens automatically. If he basically learn, one person told that, are you sure basically, then basically if you he basically told that, find out the data basically, you will 100% find that this type of thing basically is happening due to that activities only. Then literally they basically calculated each and every foods. Then they told that basically how many Sholay angry food is created, how many romantic Sholay food is created, how many basically the um, cool food is created. Then literally basically when they calculated, literally the basically that was connected with the each and every incident basically happened due to that food eaten basically, and that basically directly affected the actress basically, lots of things basically happen. That basically the if you calculate the each and every data, then basically you can easily able to track that. So like this basically there are more than around 3 to 4 lakh movies, sorry, 1 lakh movies basically. And that from 1 lakh movies is the each and every movies basically have converted into the human souls. That is the main thing, human souls. And then basically they have little bit energy basically has been converted to food also basically. And that food basically are creating problem also, and that food is basically becoming energy also basically. But mostly it is basically its negative part is generated. So like this basically one of the Bollywood person told that basically, are you sure basically you are telling like that, because this will affect the entire Bollywood energy basically. Then he told her basically, if you want to see the data, then basically you can compare each and every data basically. Then he told that basically, literally basically we have to compare this here. Literally we have to compare this. Literally basically we have to compare this data. Then they given this contract to one of the software company, and that software company really find that basically, yes basically you are correct here. The video basically which Sunil R Nair has uploaded, that is 100% correct. If we basically that basically in future basically the Bollywood group basically might get end also basically like this basically. Because if the one of the, if any of the group basically find basically the problem diagnose, if they will diagnose the problem, then literally Bollywood basically literally will get end. Literally will get end. Like this basically he told that basically, then basically no hero heroines basically will be then the television also basically will get disappear here. Yeah, then that's very serious problem Sunil. Then basically he told that basically, let me basically diagnose this, then let me basically check with this the our software company team basically, because Bollywood group also have their own software company who basically thinks for Bollywood basically, things good for the Bollywood. And there are lots of software company, they basically don't think for good for Bollywood. The reason is the Bollywood are taking the money from the product basically, whatever the advertising they are doing, they are taking the product money basically. So that for that basically lots of Bollywood lots of people are, lots of companies are also basically getting jealous also basically. So this is also one that basically is common thing basically. If you are earning money basically, then any other sector basically by default basically going to get angry only. That is basically different thing basically. But literally basically this data basically, if anybody compare this, then 100% basically I am telling you, you will say the result basically, that would be the negative result basically which has happened to each and every actor actress, and basically who are basically are the directors and the producers. Most basically the producer gets effect. And this basically few businessmen basically know, that's why they basically creates dummy producer also basically. And literally basically don't they, the group basically they, who know this, they basically literally create the dummy producer. But real basically producer one day basically they gets into control only. They basically also get effect because it's energy basically. It's the energy basically. It's the energy basically. Energy power basically you can say. Because for example, I will take one example. As in that there is one Sholay movie, and it has converted around 1 lakh human souls. That birth has happened. That is different thing. Then basically from the Sholay movie energy, uh, lots of food basically has created. Lots of food basically, we will not go into too much detail. Lots of food means assume that some vegetables created, some apple created, some mosambis created. We will not go into detail of the foods basically. but there are basically more than thousands of foods basically which has created. So due to that basically the person basically eat that food, but literally what happens that basically impact to the negative energy basically. And that negative energy by default basically interact connects with the actor basically who are basically the Sholay group basically, who are the actor and actress of the Sholay group and the director of the Sholay group and the writer of the Sholay group. He also basically get effect and his family also gets effect. That basically if anybody want to basically test check this basically, then he can basically 100% check, because it connected to the next generation basically. It directly connects to the next generation. So like this basically, this is also basically little bit about the little bit about the thing basically which basically we are, that is topic basically ongoing, Bollywood power and sports power. Sports basically mostly basically this doesn't get effect basically. Reason is there might be some reason because their original address basically are totally different basically. Nobody can track only that address basically. The reason basically why I had already taken basically what actually the sports is. Sports is basically in cricket basically. I will take one example of the cricket. They basically have an advertising screen. In advertising screen, if this basically advertising comes, then the batsman have to hit 6 run. If this advertising comes, then basically batsman have to hit 4 run. If this advertising comes, then basically you have to hit 3 run. If this advertising comes, then basically you have to hit 1 run. If this advertising comes, then basically he have to be get out. If this advertising comes, then basically the bowler have to do that type of ball that basically the cricket batsman basically will get out in the catch basically. So like this basically there are many advertising. So that basically they, they basically do the have to remember basically. So that basically the major advertising basically they keeps remember, like basically when he have to get out, when basically he is to supposed to hit 4, when he is supposed to hit 6. That type of major basically advertising they remembers. And here basically the main thing is BCCI already told that basically the each and every player basically who is basically playing the cricket team, they are basically mostly from the one country. So one country basically you have to handle this cricket. Then basically after some year basically the another country have to handle that cricket. Like this basically literally they have, because of there might be some issue basically, because previously it was night learn previously it was basically like that only basically. The BCCI was started their career internationally. It was that was one person told that basically this South Africa or West Indies basically team, they are basically from where? Then basically they told that they might be from north people, north side basically. They might be from Uttar Pradesh, they might be from Bihar, they might be from Madhya Pradesh. Like this basically he told that basically. And color basically everybody knows this basically how the medical industry are so powerful that basically from the medicine basically they becomes white color, and few basically people are white becomes black color. So that basically depends upon the medicine basically. And basically I had told one thing more also basically, if there are many cricketers basically who are literally human clone, basically specifically created for that particular match, specifically created for that particular match basically. But this everything basically the police department know basically that this person basically is a human clone, and he's basically specifically created for this particular match. He's created for this particular match. For example, anybody one person told that basically 500 run basically never has been done by one cricketer basically in one day match basically. Then he told that basically let me see basically if our human clone basically can do or not. Human basically can't do, but human clone basically if you create the human clone to that level basically, then it's possible. Then basically literally that 500 and basically he prepared that particular person, and basically he told that basically he can hit the 500 run. He basically got the sports energy. Then he told that basically what actually sports energy is. Sports energy basically equal to created from 130 countries, sorry, 130 cities. Country will be too much basically. So this might be basically one city might be in one country. So this is also possible. So he told that basically from this basically I have created this energy, and then basically each and every sports group basically who gets the energy, they gets from this 130 city only basically. So if they say that basically I'm not feeling well basically, then basically you just have to contact to that 130 city basically. There might be some problem. So that basically doctors do basically. There is no need to go to that city and basically say that it is that this is why basically the problems. But it's basically connected with the set of stories basically of that cities, which is directly connected to that person basically. That's why basically he got disease. So that basically story is basically each and everything basically are basically mapped in the form of the energy, and that basically interacts with the blood cells, and then basically that due to this story basically this person basically got disease. That literally basically the blood cells basically tell you that literally basically that blood cell base will tell. So up to that level the dangerous thing basically is designed, that through this story basically this person basically got affected up to this level basically that the blood cells basically has done the design basically. So just basically you can just imagine up to what level the software industry basically might have designed, up to what level the software industry basically might have designed basically. So it's very dangerous basically. So the here the main thing is basically the software industry basically has become very dangerous. Not very dangerous, but you can say it's very dangerous. So like this basically this connected to software also, and this connected to sports also, and this connected to Bollywood also. Same way basically. It's about the Bollywood. If one person is basically getting disease of the Bollywood person basically, then basically Bollywood assume that Bollywood are getting the energy from the 150 cities, and when he gets the disease basically, then the blood cells basically will tell that basically due to this basically city, this story basically has generated, and this story basically is connecting to your connecting to you. That's why basically you got disease, because the energy is so few people energy are so powerful that basically it touches your body basically. It touches your body, and then basically literally you become get disease basically. That's why basically lots of people says that basically I have wear this um, this Rashi Modram, and this Mala basically I wear this thing basically I wear. Then basically I in hand basically I wear this like this basically literally they basically the Bollywood people says that, and same way basically it's in sports basically, because that's connected with the energy basically. So this is also basically one thing about the this matrix topic basically which is ongoing. This is basically the fifth part, and in sixth part also basically we are going the sixth point also basically we are going to discuss little bit more basically. This basically one person basically the World Bank person basically asked literally basically why basically this whole thing basically are talking in the topic basically where the your blood cells basically is removed from that particular blood group person basically, because this is connected with the set of because it might possible that set of metrics basically might have converted to one energy, and that basically it might possible that that set of energy, that is basically the set of story basically might have merged to one energy, and that energy basically might have generated into your body, and then basically due to that energy basically the blood group basically group might have told that basically this basically blood group basically this blood person's blood energy basically might create problem to us. So basically we will remove that blood group. For that basically special injection basically was created, and then basically the data was removed.